Okay. Hi, love. Hey, loves. So, now I literally said in the video yesterday that literally nobody saw because YouTube playing with me. Anyway, I literally said in a video yesterday that I now am off on Fridays. I don't record on Fridays. Well, today is Friday, and what am I doing? I'm recording. But there's good reason, okay? When I woke up this fine and beautiful morn, I was guided to actually record this message. This is going to be a collective reading, okay? This was a download that I got quite a few days ago, about a week ago. Okay, I got it about a week ago. Maybe we can have some, whatever. A few days ago, quite a few days ago. And I have been sitting on this download. It's actually 2 downloads. That's been happening a lot lately. But it's 2 downloads from 2 different days that go together. And then there's a dream that I had 2 years ago that go along with it too. So I've been sitting here for the last few days trying to get as much information as possible to make the message make sense. I believe I understand what the message is saying. Well, no, I don't believe. I know I understand what the message is saying. My issue is trying to relay this message where everyone else can understand it. It's one thing when I get a message because it could just be feelings or something and I know what it is. But when it comes to me trying to relay the message in a way that everyone else can understand it and not just to my understanding, that's where it becomes a little difficult, okay? So I'm going to try my bestest. I know that's not a word. Shut up. I'm going to try my best to make these downloads and this message make sense to you like it makes sense to me. Okay? So, hold on one second. So, let's go ahead and get into this message. Okay, so the first download for this message I actually got on March 6th, 2026, okay? For context, today is March 13th, 2026, but only for context. If that date means nothing to you, then that date means nothing to you and is irrelevant. But if that date does mean something to you, guess what? Then it resonates. But only take anything I say in my messages how it resonates. And when I say how it resonates, class, what does that mean for the new kid? That means take it how it makes your liver quiver, okay? So if I'm giving information, dates, names, times, etc., and your liver don't feel like it's quivering in your body like so, then likely it's just not your message. It's not your tidbit of information, okay? But if you feel your soul feel like it's burning and on fire, you have chills down the back of your neck and arms, and your brain is itching, and you are in fact feeling that good old liver quiver, then 9 times out of 10, the message is for you. Or you've got some neurological problems you need to go get checked out. But only take whatever I say, how it makes your liver quiver, how it resonates for you. Okay, so the first download was on March 6th, 2026 at 7:58 a.m. And I just randomly heard the word polygonal. Like polygon, but polygonal, okay? Polygonal literally just means many angles, many sides, okay? And when I got this download, Spirit told me that they were speaking of sacred geometry. And I'm like, okay, but what else? And I got nothing else for this for 2 days. So what I got from just polygonal, many angled or many sides. Speaking of sacred geometry. And then I also, for days before this, like randomly, just random as fuck, didn't even realize really that it was a download because I was just saying it randomly throughout the day for like 2 days. I just kept hearing and saying Merkaba. 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 Okay? So a Merkaba is a polyhedron, okay? Now there's polygonal, which is basically a flat 2D image of many-sided or many-angled shape, okay? So let me grab something really quick that's a good, hell. The coffin shape is polygonal, okay? Now this is not on paper, so, hold on. On the top of this box here, this coffin shape is polygonal because it's 2D, it's flat, okay? But when you put it in 3D applications, this polygonal shape is now a polyhedron because this is 3D. Do you understand? So polygonal is flat and 2D. Polyhedron is a 3D item, okay? Oh, no, you didn't just come apart, Stanley. Y'all pray for Stanley. Stanley. Okay. So, a Merkaba is a polyhedron. It is a 3D shape, but it's still polygonal. But it's a 3D, so it's polyhedron. I do not own a Merkaba. I want one. I don't have one yet. So I cannot show you what a Merkaba is except for in 2D form. So I'm going to insert that picture. That is a Merkaba. Okay, that is a polyhedron 3D Merkaba. So I kept randomly hearing for days before I got polygonal. I just kept hearing and saying Merkaba. Just minding my business and Merkaba. Okay? So, a Merkaba represents the union of spirit, body, and light. It acts as a vehicle for spiritual ascension, protection, and deep meditation. It basically also represents the perfect balance between sun and earth, masculine and feminine, yin and yang energy. Okay, this is talking about energy. All right. Now, the next download for this message I got on March 8th, 2026. So 2 days later is when I got this next tidbit of information for this message, okay? Because literally after I wrote what I just read to you, Spirit left me hanging for 2 whole days. I'm like, Spirit. And I kept thinking about it, like, what is this about? What is this about? What is polygonal? Why are we talking about this? And I never got anything else until 2 days later at 8:22 p.m. when Spirit came to me and whispered, congruent lattices. And I was like, what? Listen, I didn't get past 9th grade algebra. I cannot math. I've told y'all I cannot math. I did not get past 9th grade algebra. Algebra 1. I never did. I don't know nothing about nobody's geometry. Okay? The only trees I know about is marijuana. I don't know shit about geometry. So when Spirit said to me, congruent lattices, I was like, we just saying words now? We just putting things together and like, because I didn't think that was anything. I did not. So I picked up my iPad and I went to Google and I typed in congruent lattices. And you know what the hell came up? Geometry shit. And I literally was like, Spirit, you know damn well I don't know nothing about no goddamn geometry. Why am I getting geometry? And then I remembered polygonal, and it was talking about sacred geometry. And then I remembered Merkaba, which is basically a 3D sacred geometric shape. Okay, so I was like, oh, you gonna make me think. Spirit was like, I'm gonna make you think. So I went into research mode to find out exactly what Spirit was trying to tell me about congruent lattices, polygonal, Merkaba, and geometry. So this is what I got. Congruent lattices. Now, before I even read that, mind you, I ended the last message, the last download, where I said the Merkaba represents perfect balance between masculine and feminine, sun and earth, yin and yang energy, correct? Yes. Well, guess what? The yin and yang symbol is an example of congruence. Okay? And congruence means in agreement or harmony, identical in form, coinciding exactly when superimposed. Yin and yang are literally congruent shapes, opposite colors, but congruent shapes. When you lay them on each other, they're exactly the same shape, exactly the same size. They are in harmony, and yin and yang is an example of harmony and balance, perfect harmony and balance between the light and dark, masculine and feminine energies. Okay, are you with me? GP, are you with me? Oh yeah, we have the church, we ain't going nowhere. Okay, so let me get into the actual message for congruent lattices. Okay, so congruent lattices is an algebraic system for finding the congruence that is compatible with the operations of A. Don't ask me what any of that means. I have no idea. Remember, I did not make it out of 9th grade algebra. I don't know what it's talking about except for the word congruence. Trying to find the trying to find what makes something exact in the operations of A. What A is, I don't know. I can't math, guys, okay? The only A I know is A. Okay, so, and the letter A, okay? So, whatever. Sacred geometry extensively contains congruent lattices. I'm going to show you really quickly examples of sacred geometry right here. These are examples of sacred geometry. The egg of life, the tree of life, the Merkaba, and all these other things that I've never really heard of are all examples of congruent lattices, guys. All right, so sacred geometry extensively contains congruent lattices and congruent repeating patterns. It represents order and harmony in the universe. So this message is very heavy on harmony, balance, unity, oneness, unity, okay? Very, very much so. And I'm getting two different energies from this message. This literally could be speaking about masculine and feminine energy within you coming into balance, or it literally could be talking about coming into balance with a masculine or feminine energy, okay? Like in the 3D, okay? Please only take it how it resonates. Please only take it how it resonates. Before I continue with the rest of the message, I want to go ahead and thank my returning subscribers for coming back and fucking with your girl. Thank you, my love, for all your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, tips, donations, bookings, love, support, encouragement, and more. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. Thank you for believing in the messages, and thank you for always returning. I love you. And you know this, man. Also, I want to thank you guys for sticking around and working with me through my rebrand. I don't know if you've noticed, but ever since that full moon a couple weeks ago, the energy kind of shifted and the messages started to shift. And then I know you've seen I've started to shift. Remember I went that little phase where I didn't want to put that shit on? And yeah, that was a shift. It wasn't necessary. It probably was also people fucking with my energy. But a lot of that was also the energy shifting. Things have changed. Things have shifted, okay? So you may be noticing I'm a little mild compared to what I've been and not so wild. That was the shift, my love. That was the shift. So I thank you for staying with me during the shift. More teaching, less tarot. That's what's going on with the shift over here, okay? But if this is your first time ever seeing me, hi, welcome to the party, Victor. We've been waiting for you. My name is Jocelyn. But because you are here, and when you're here, just like the Olive Garden, you are family, you are more then welcome to Call Me Jocey. Pause for dramatic effect. I am Enid the Goat. And as long as you are here, I will continue to show you why I am the motherfucking goat. Now, I am not just a tarot reader. I am not just an energy reader. I am also a spiritual war general. I am also a healer and a teacher. So please don't get it twisted. I don't need no stinking cards. We tapped in like Morse code around here, okay? So tapped in, we Morse code. So if you are enjoying the vibe of what I got going on over here, subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you as one of the family. There's always room for more. If you are ever guided to book any of my services, because like I said, I don't just do the one thing, I do many a thing. Down below in the description box, you will find my Set More link that'll take you to my booking page where you can look at all of the services that I offer and choose your weapon. If you are ever guided to tip or donate to me and this channel, down below in the description box, you'll also find my Cashapp, PayPal, and Venmo information for your convenience. I thank you in advance, and I declare and decree that anything you ever send to me returns to you 100-fold. Ashe and amen. And if you don't know, and if no one's told you, when I declare and decree shit shakes. Shit happens, okay? Psst. I changed the weather the other day. It was like, it was tornado watch weather, and they literally issued a tornado watch. Well, I wasn't doing that. I talked to the sky. I declared and decreed, demanded and commanded that it wasn't going to do shit here, and I told it to take it to the next town over, and you know what happened? About an hour later, there was a tornado watch warning in the next town over in PA, and they had all the severe weather, and we had nothing. It rained a little bit, but there was no severe storm, because I told this, no, not here. Do it over there, and it did it over there. So when I declare and decree some shit, it's legit. Bars. Bars. Also, guys, right now, I am giving access to free 30-minute spiritual warfare strategies calls. If you are trying to figure out what I'm talking about, I am offering free 30-minute phone calls to anyone who feels that they are under spiritual attack or in the midst of spiritual warfare. What we're going to do on this call is talk about what you are personally going through with your personal battle, what you want to do to get out of it and win the war. Also, we'll be going over tactics and things that you can do to help protect yourself from the attacks as well, okay? Now, the purpose of this call, I'll be using a lot of the information and the feedback that I'm getting from you guys that decide to book this call to help build a boot camp, okay? It's a boot camp. And this is going to be a spiritual warfare boot camp where I teach you how to win the war and learn your opponent, because you can only win the war by knowing your opponent, okay? You must learn and know your opponent. So, in this boot camp, I'll be going over ways to identify spiritual warfare, how you can know if you are under attack of spiritual warfare, and more, okay? And participants also will get a free ebook download of this booklet that I have personally written. It says right there, by Enid the Goat, okay? The War General. So if you are interested in booking that call, do it while you can, because it's not going to be free forever, okay? It's not. But as of this moment, this current present moment, it is. So take advantage while you can. And in the future, I'll be giving you more information about this boot camp coming up that you may be interested in attending, because the information I'm going to teach you literally can save your life. Ask me how I know. Okay? Back to the message, guys. So, Sacred geometry extensively contains congruent lattices and congruent repeating patterns. It represents order and harmony in the universe. Patterns like I just showed you, the flower of life, the fruit of life, act as lattices using overlapping, repeating, and identical sized shapes to create a harmonious grid. Okay? Now, one of these on the picture is called Metatron's Cube. Let me tell you a little bit about Metatron's Cube because I was guided, I heard that one and I was guided to write this down. Metatron's Cube, I'm going to show it, contains all 5 platonic solids. Now, I did not write down the definition of each platonic solid because I did not want to. I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. I didn't feel like it was very relevant and I didn't want to write it down, so I did not. But you can Google that. Platonic solids, geometry, okay? But the Metatron's Cube contains all 5 platonic solids. This is why I said that I feel like this message could be talking about you coming into balance and harmony with yourself. The yin and yang energy, the masculine and feminine energy within yourself. Because platonic, okay? But I did also get the feeling that it could be related to relationship, love, and someone outside of you, a masculine or a feminine, to put you where it go, okay? That you're going to be coming into balance and harmony with yin and yang, okay? Take it how it, what makes your liver quiver, okay? Now, there are 5 structures that are composed of congruent regular polygonal faces where all angles, the platonic solids are 5 structures that are composed of congruent regular polygonal faces where all angles, edges, and faces are identical. So this is speaking something about your facets, the different facets of you. Even though each facet is its own thing, each part of you is its own thing, because it is in you and you're coming into balance and harmony with yourself. Although these are 5, okay, I wasn't trying to say 5, but if you're new here, when my mouth makes a mistake, it's never a mistake. So for someone, the 5 is significant. It's something within you that is coming into balance and harmony. Even though they are different parts of you, they are literally identical as far as frequency, okay? You're finally aligning your frequencies. So even if it's talking about the masculine and the feminine part of you, this frequency. So if the masculine energy in you and the feminine energy in you are on different frequencies, you're not in balance. Your feminine and masculine energy is not in balance, right? So they have to get on identical frequencies. I don't know why I said it like that. That was interesting. They have to get on identical frequencies in order to be in balance, in perfect harmony, okay? So it's something about the faces of you, the facets of you, parts of you, energies within you, finally getting on the same wavelength, the same vibration, and it's putting you into balance and harmony. You're healing. You're healing. Ooh. Doesn't it feel good? It feels good. It feels good. Yeah. I know it do. I know it do. Welcome to the club, baby. All right. So, congruent, like I told you, is in agreement or harmony, identical in form, coinciding exactly when superimposed. You are literally coming into agreement, balance, and harmony with yourself. That is a beautiful freaking thing, okay? Now, coincide means to meet or intersect, together with, occupy the same space, okay? So something about this, it's a lot of congruence, coinciding, congruence, harmony, balance. Is a lot of things coming together, okay? And then the last part of this message was, I told you I had a dream in 2024 that goes with this whole thing. Now, when I had this dream in 2024, I had no information. I got no message besides what I saw in the dream. It was a quick little thing and it was done. And I woke up and I remembered it and I was like, what the hokey heck is this about? Okay. I literally just had a dream and it was just mandalas and divine symmetry. Okay. That was it. No one in it. Nothing else. It was just like darkness, maybe some stars or some shit, and a giant mandala. Okay, let me show you what mandala is. That's a mandala. So the dream was just that, or those. I can't remember if they were changing shape or not. It was 2 years ago. I don't remember if they were changing shape or not. But that's literally what it was. That was the whole dream. Divine symmetry, mandalas, sacred geometry. And I got nothing else for that dream, but it makes it all make sense now that I gotten these 2 downloads. Because my dreams, predictions, prophetic shit, whatever, usually happens within 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. This dream was 2 years ago. And then I got these downloads. So someone in the collective, someone's are coming into balance and harmony with themselves. You are finding yourself. You are healing. You are balancing your dark and light, your masculine and feminine, your yin and yang, and you are becoming one with yourself. That's beautiful. And like I said, for some of you, this is with someone else. Because you have come into that with yourself, it's opening up the door for you to be able to do the same thing with another, your person, another person, your divine counterpart, etc. But my loves, that's all I have for this message. I declare and decree that it reaches who it was meant to reach, that it reaches who it is meant to reach in a timely fashion, and you understand it to the full capacity of understanding, and I made it make sense. Guys, I'm going to close this message here. As always, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles.